Right, yet na weekend yi the MZ surprises be anyhow. In fact, yeah, games ni be across so you discuss pre-match issues ni nyina we. Now games ni be in the young fan no commercial say. Manchester United call City Ground and Nottingham Forest boy game me and do 2-2. Minim how Kofi surprising or whatsoever, but give me and do 2-2.
Me just say surprising. Ebia Manchester United fans ne be disappointed because before this game against Forest, now United are cooked 3 games in the Premier League. Our brand normal winning in so maybe based on that. A lot of the United fans, they were expecting say winning streak never twice so. Now it happened say United and me pick the 3 points now. Omokofa 1 point. Be based on that United fans be disappointed, but me just sure say a draw is surprising because we know say Forest last season they were a very good side, they were very competitive, but because this season Oma changing managers there how the whole thing went into Nama as a team no chemistry as a kakra they've been poor, you can understand, but I mean in such situations anytime be an more per se or more bounce back. And yesterday clearly in the game we saw the attitude of the players, especially Nottingham Forest players. It was one that was clear, say let's fight and get something. It made the game difficult for United, so much so that after say United take a lead, at some point they had to come from behind to get the equalizer. And for me, it was a fair reflection of the game based on how a core any dynamics and it's not surprising, but for me a fair reflection of the game I witnessed here. Yes.
It was expected say United bet for the winning streak in so. Game started here, Casemiro gave United a lead. But go beyond momentum in the first half until the second half. United switch it off early in the second half. Forest Ebenyak 2 quick goals. Ebe lead the game and Sana Ahmad volleys about na tuneta game and do 2-2. What did Sondage do right? I'm reminding here. And my result another one I expecting them.
Well, in such situations, managers they don't need to do a lot. The only thing is about working on the psyche of the players and let them understand. Say, last season you guys were good, very competitive, so you can maintain the same form. So and also against teams like United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and all those big teams, a motivation enough for the players. Our move for clubs like Forest near there. So a good game against United, they beat me Mawalande a lucrative contract. And for players themselves, Nayana a games or more on peso or modi and making a name for themselves any idea. So for me, I think that the Sondai Keye and the right probably was to psych the players in that manner. Sene beya umbit me face United. But beyond that, me sure say he did anything exceptional because in terms of approach, formation, everything, it didn't change from the previous managers. Even so checking it from Nuno time, Pim, Postecoglou time now. So I think that one year that match, it was all about just psyching the players to move into the game with the right mentality. That is what Mihuni said. The manager did it for Forest.
Okay. With this result, I mean, the end die ahead for Man United after 3 straight wins, Oma drop your points. The next game is away to Spurs before the international break, the final international break of the year. Meaning what this result mean to Man United in Ruben Amorim?
Well, a bit to me I disappointed because United were winning and Oma drop it, right? Abefa a point. But for me, under the circumstance, I always say, especially when the dynamics of the game, echo to a level where United more at some point now some from behind, So it is better to pick a point than to lose all the 3 maximum points. So it doesn't mean much. I think the only thing I was say Amorim and the guys and said they need to come back to form in the 3 games before the Forest game, especially against Chelsea and Liverpool. In the case of Chelsea, especially in the first 45 minutes, United were super. In the second half, they went off. It is all about being consistent. Inconsistency on the part of United. And Mihuni said, the concern as we speak. But in terms of the results there, may just sure say I generate a lot of talking points. Senka United winning there. Ebia and Kabema almost spirit na aye so high moving into the game against Spurs, which is another very good side. The results doesn't mean much. The only thing is that I was a coach, working on the players to be consistent with top level performances, And when it comes to the individual players, I think that one player maybe coach Nibepe so obey no Juma Benjamin Sesko. For me, the last time na me can ho asem. So offer Kunya, offer Mbumu, anyhow Mubu so far now on the field, they are involved in the game. Omo attitude, they are very positive. Omo not silent in the game like Sesko, right? That is what I think. So moving forward, I was a United but beyond that, the results doesn't mean much.
Okay. Final words. United and to me, was some doubt, and I know Uhuru a 2-2 draw. Final one, Mafi. You're coming say.
So, what that means, Nene say, am I United? Tight corner kakra because the next game is against Spurs. Spurs home. And don't forget Spurs in Swatine if you lose to Chelsea and they would want to come back before this weekend. Now Spurs are 3rd on the league log. They've been good so far. The Chelsea defeats won't even find taking anything away from them because normally Chelsea encounters over the years and said call in favor of Spurs irrespective of what form and I say Chelsea form any idea, but they would want to come back, they would want to win. And then the Bema game now very difficult for Manchester United Amorim moving into the next game against Spurs. But I've always said the United situation is such that coach was the game plan a bit suity most of the players. So what you say, but the manager is not willing to switch until the game against Forest. Now the results are so what they need to do is to make sure moving forward the United being consistent wins. That's all the manager and the team here at this point in time.
All right. Okay, so any discussions on United away draw Mukunya LCT ground. Obi to me as I say comments. Then I feel say as a Man United fan, then I feel say Uncle Yinra. Then I feel say team 9 on the right. I'm not win and as a winning streak named to me and so for that fan I also trying for 5 wins in a row no to me unity. So my comment section but do us a favor by subscribing to the channel. Instead of subscribing to the channel, set the notification bell on. Now anytime bell now click on tap bell also. Anytime they post a video, there will be a notification. Now wait to me. I had a true football fans. Yeah, that's the power for watching.